TED is a platform for ideas, a place where people can give speeches about almost any topic you can imagine. It began as a 1984 conference, and it is now a global phenomenon. TED Talks are viewed about 1 billion times each year online at no charge. They have been translated into more than 100 languages. Here are some of the most memorable guests.
What TED celebrates is the gift of the human imagination.
Let me start by telling you a little story.
I'm going to talk to you today about laughter.
What are ideas? Ideas can spark a movement.
What do the minds of the powerful versus the powerless look like?
A while ago, I tried an experiment. For 1 year, I would say yes to all the things that scared me.
This is a real human brain.
Why do happy people cheat?
At the age of 22, I fell in love with my boss.
Azuri, hi, how you doing? Okay, here, I got one of these for you here.
There's more money put into baldness drugs than are put into malaria.
It's exceedingly likely that my greatest success is behind me. So Jesus, what a thought.
Everybody who's spoken at TED has told us implicitly or sometimes explicitly a different story. That life is not linear, it's organic.
Chris Anderson is the curator of TED. His new book is called TED Talks, the official TED guide to public speaking. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Johnny.
Tell me what it is that you think the appeal of TED Talks is.
I think it's just information that matters to people condensed. It's compressed so that you hear it pretty quickly, you don't get bored, and in language that you can understand.
And what's the art to doing it well?
Well, there's no one way to do it well. But I think the start point is for the speaker to go, you know what? This isn't about me. I've got a few minutes with this audience. I'm going to speak in service of an idea that they need to know. And so to spend the time, think of it as a gift, and then trying to rebuild an idea that matters to that speaker inside the minds of the people listening.
But public speaking for so many people is terrifying.
Terrifying.
But you believe that anybody who has an idea that they believe is worth sharing is capable of giving a good talk.
I do. I do. It is terrifying, but you know what? If you can sit around a table at a dinner party and just talk to people about what you've done, you can give a talk. That's what the best modern talk is conversational. You don't have to be a big orator.
Yes.
You just have to say something in an authentic way. The key is to have something worth saying.
Yes.
That's the only thing that actually matters.
And don't tell everything you know, Chris, you said. That's a mistake many people make.
That's right. If you have a limited amount of time, you have to really cut back what you want to say to one thing so that you can say it properly and explain it.
But that's where the value added comes from what you and your team do, is help people get there.
Yes, help figure out what's about the right focus, and then how you can make that thing really, really vivid and make it flow.
I love that you say there are no rules to a great speech, but this book gives people the tools to make a great speech. What are some of those tools?
Well, once you've got that first one of my goal is to give this gift of an idea, and you've compressed down to that one idea. First of all, just think that everything in your talk needs to relate to that. So have a through line that connects everything. And then, you start by making a kind of a human connection, because people kind of don't like it when people just come up unannounced and start poking around in their minds. They want to kind of give them permission. And so to do that, it's like, do I trust you? Do I like you even? So give them come on, I don't know, smile, tell an anecdote. And then show where you're going. Why does this matter? Why should you even care? And if you can spark that curiosity, then you can start to build the idea and just use language that the people understand. You'll kind of have to use the pieces that are already in their mind to build your idea there.
You say it's important to have a good open and a close, and most people start with, it's such an honor to be here, I'm so thrilled. You said boring. Don't thank the boss's wife about it's so great to see her. You said a good open is really important. You quoted Jamie Oliver, which I thought was a great example.
Right. So Jamie Oliver cares about diet and obesity, and typically a speaker would come on and say, okay, let's talk about these issues that really matter, and start quoting statistics, whatever. Jamie Oliver came on and said, this was his opening sentence, something like, in the next 18 minutes, 4 Americans are going to die because of the food they eat. Boom, he's got you. You have to listen now.
And that's how long the TED Talks are, 18 minutes.
18 minutes.
How did you determine 18 minutes?
Well, it's kind of a natural human attention span. It's hard to persuade people to concentrate for more than that. but it's long enough to really unpack an idea and to say something that matters.
You know, in reading this, you said a talk is more powerful than anything in written form. And there's now this renaissance of public speaking. And I love that you talk, too, about presentation literacy is something that should be taught in schools.
Well, I really think it should, because what's changed is that 10 years ago, there was this Gutenberg moment, which I call, where suddenly this ancient art, it is an ancient art, public speaking, could scale because it could be captured on video and shared around the world. So there's far more reason now to get good at it. And I really think kids of the future are more likely to get ahead, not by writing a letter to the editor or by sending like a written resume, but by figuring out how to present themselves, record it on video, send that. So presentation literacy does matter a lot.
Isn't that so brilliant?
Yes,
so brilliant.
So
It's a skill that can help you climb any mountain.
The book is so interesting, Chris.
Yeah,
Go ahead. What were you
it's
going to
so well
say?
done.
What were you going to say?
No, I mean, I just think a lot of people are fearful of it, and they think I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But with a bit of effort and taking the time to prepare and rehearse, you actually can.
You can do it.
Really good.
Chris Anderson, thank you. The name of the book, TED Talks, goes on sale Tuesday, but Chris isn't leaving just yet. He's heading to our green room to continue the conversation, answering your questions on Facebook Live. Here's a question for you: to memorize or not memorize? He raises that point in the book. Watch our video stream at facebook.com/CBS This Morning.